Greetings, I'm Beyond for New, and welcome back to this episode of Good Job Adventures. Last time around, after licking their wounds, the party made their way to the construct lab. From there, the group split in twain. The first group went into the garage and made sure to blow up every single automata we had on standby, whilst the other half went to the summoning room and, more or less, they messed with the kobolds and deceived them such that they flung themselves into the elemental plane of fire. After doing what they needed to, the party then reconvened in the schematics room where they gazed upon the blueprints for a large mechanical spider.
So, let's start this Jim Jam. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Good Job Adventures. We're gonna kind of just drop right back. Fuck.
It's my favorite singer.
Drop right back into the shenanigans. When we last left off, the party had made their way into the construct lab. They made their way into a room full of various blueprints. On a table, there was a, basically, like, instead of blueprints, it's like black prints. And it shows the schematics for a mechanical spider. How does the party proceed?
Mechanical spiders. Those sound pretty fun.
Yeah, this looks like a pretty big mechanical spider, though. Do I see a name, like, written anywhere, like, for, like, the name of this creation, or does it just say mechanical spider at the top?
Alright, so what the party notices is that the schematics are written in a mix of both Elvish and Undercommon. Does anyone know Undercommon?
I only know Elvish.
I know it, actually.
Okay, so things you're able to glean from these schematics is, like, offhand. It's called a retriever, and some of the specs that are just outright stated are that it has 14-foot leg span, 12 feet tall, front legs are blade-like, and it has, the schematics describe it having a force beam and a paralysis beam. Roth, what's your arcana? I forget.
My arcana is a +9.
Alright, so Roth, you know, well, like, by seeing this, you know that, okay, retrievers are more or less mechanical spiders used by drow to capture demons.
Oh. Okay, it's a demon catcher.
Well, that should be good.
Ooh, can we use this?
In light of what we know about these people, we should probably destroy the plans and make sure they haven't actually tried to build any of these.
Or we see if they've tried to build any of these and we try to get them on our side.
What's the problem with building demon catchers? You want demons running around?
My problem is that they've fallen into the hands of people who set their machine minions on civilians.
Well, I mean, you blew up the garage, right? At least that's what I thought that big bang was earlier. Did you see any of them?
I didn't see any... Did I see any spider demons in there, Harris?
You did not.
I didn't see any spider demons in there.
What? They're not demons. They catch
Yeah.
demons. You're being very rude to these spider creatures who seem to be perfectly frank, like potential allies and friends.
Roth, as this conversation goes on, you kind of, like, remember that, oh, right, one of the big things with retrievers is that they are more or less powered by the souls of captured spider demons. So that's a fun fact.
So they are spider demons.
Kind of.
It seems like they're fairly self-sufficient. They catch demons, and then they eat demons, and then use their souls to catch more demons. It seems like they're just exterminators, really. I don't know. I'm kind of with that Ool on this one. This is a kind of team retriever here.
Were we attacked by spider demon robots in the town?
No.
No, they were more akin to giant mechanical crabs.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
okay.
we didn't get any. We didn't get attacked because we're not spider demons.
Yeah, stop mixing up your arthropods.
Yeah, arthropods. All right, let's. I saw that there was like another door that led to another door, which led to a place called Mitzi's office. And unless I'm mistaken, Balthazar told us a little while ago that the heads of these departments got keys that we can take to go see that head honcho at the top that was yelling at us last time. So I kind of want to get back at him for knocking me unconscious with his exploding robots.
Yeah, he made you look like a piece of shit in front of all of us.
Oh, yeah, very. Thank you for pointing that out. But also, I'm a little bit concerned.
Undoubtedly incompetent.
Yes. Okay. So, again, I want to get up there because I saw that wild magic happening, and I don't know what he's planning, but it can't be good.
I'm with Roth on this one.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, nothing like kicking down an office door. So why don't we go do that?
This sounds like a reasonable idea.
Holy shit, you're still here!
I know, it is surprising.
Why are you standing directly behind Elagos and breathing onto his neck?
Yeah, it's a little creepy.
Don't mind me. Elagos, does this bother you?
Why are you massaging his shoulders?
Are you?
He looks tense.
It must be about all those spider demons.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something, Takla. Are you fireproof?
I am certainly not.
He looks like a great masseuse, though. You got a license?
No, I do not. What is a license of which you speak? I've never heard of that.
Do you know what it's like to have every single cell of your being on fire?
No, but that would sound like it would be extremely painful.
You're a big guy.
Would you like to?
I would rather not.
Then I think you know what you need to do.
Takthal like sheepishly pats Elagos' head and then just kind of like backs up like all four of his arms raised.
Alright, we should go to Mitzi's office before anything else gets weird.
Agreed.
Jander, keep the shirt on. I see you picking one arm out of the sleeve. Just put it back on.
Okay.
I wonder that would Jander's back be peeling from all of the sunburn at this point?
It is. It definitely is.
There might be aloe somewhere in this assembly line. If someone gets a burn from the fire dimension or something, they might need some aloe.
I mean, if the party finds prescient to track down Aloe, I will not stop you.
I mean, we've already established that this place is like the epitome of OSHA violations.
They might have like a health kit inside of the boss's office. Usually they have to.
I start walking towards Mitzi's office.
I will follow.
I follow.
Same.
All right. As the party makes their way down the corridor that leads to Mitzi's office, they see one of those a wooden box hanging from the wall. Above the box, it says like first aid kit. The box is open and there's nothing in it.
I fucking knew it.
Well, they had one. It just they might have used it
You're
all.
supposed to keep these stocked in case of emergencies.
Guys, this is not an emergency. My back feels fine.
Well, stop scratching. It's so loud.
This isn't about you. There's no medical gauze in there. There's no salves.
I knock on Mitzi's door and say, "Hello? We need a first aid kit, pronto."
I'm gonna knock on the door and say, "Hello, it's OSHA. We're here to give you."
We're here to give you what?
What are you
what?
gonna give him?
We're here for your yearly inspection.
All right. So as this barrage of idiocy happens, the party hears a faint, muffled oh yeah, it should be like out in the hallway. Oh fuck, she's here. Oh yeah, we're totally ready for inspection.
Then the door's kicked down.
Yes.
Your door failed the inspection.
Door kicks down. What the party sees, it's a 30 by 30 office, kind of continuing the general aesthetic of the construct lab. This room is phenomenally fucking gaudy, but it's been also graffitied to shit. Directly across from the doorway, there's like a big mahogany desk. You don't see anyone currently sitting at it. Behind the desk, there's a set of 3 bay windows. People with passive perception of like above a 10 hear like what sounds almost like mechanical panting. Also, other thing, on the right wall, there's a bulletin board. It's labeled like projects in process. Basically, it shows like various timelines of different projects that are going on. Some of the projects listed are the Retriever, the Elementally Vitalized Automata, the Hellmite Crusade Drones, and Jackie Jandroid.
One of these things is not like the others.
Upon seeing the listing for Jackie Jandroid, Jander's gonna kind of look around and see if there's anybody else in this room.
Roll me investigation.
Okay. 19 for that investigation check.
Elagos is gonna go over to the bay windows. He wants to check on his bay.
All right, Elagos, what is your passive perception?
13.
All right, so as you make your way to the bay windows, you see that underneath the desk, like there is a woman with half-shaved neon pink hair, just kind of like in a fetal position, quickly reading a book called "How to Dodge Workplace Liability" by No Mea Culpa.
Oh my god.
That and there's a mechanical Shiba Inu just kind of sitting there, being adorable and panting. Ander, you come to the same sort of conclusion. Like you also see the woman under the desk with the "How to Dodge Workplace Liability" book.
So where's the first aid kit?
So is the one in the hallway like?
Completely empty, yes.
Fuck! I told Spriggs to refill it. God. Fuck.
Well, I have good news for you. We're not actually with OSHA.
Oh, good. Judging by the explosion and the breaking down of my door, I had a feeling you might not be with OSHA.
What do you know about Jackie Jan?
Andrew's fucking mad. All right. Oh yeah. So Jackie Jan tried to like. They came here, busted down the door, tried to kick all kinds of ass. He got beaten to a pulp by a bunch of our automata. So one of the guys down in the archaeology lab had the fun idea of let's take his brain and put it in a jar, and they did that.
Give me a name and give me where the jar is.
The name, I think it was... Oh, it was Johnson. And, I'm surprised he didn't pass it, but archaeology's like 2 levels down. He might not have gone there.
So his brain's just in a jar, or is the jar in a robot? It says Jackie Jandroid, which makes it seem like he's now a robot.
Well, I'm not gonna try and lie my way out of this one, because you all seem, rather mad. What we were gonna do was at some point take Jackie Jan's brain and then put it in an automata and see how that would work.
That does sound pretty cool.
So it's safe to assume that this Jackie Jan is dead, aside from the fact that his brain is in a jar.
Well, let's put it this way. When they tried to fend off a whole battalion of automata, they were quite literally beaten to a pulp save for the skull. And then we took the brain and saved that and then put it in a jar.
Okay, so knowing that, I'm looking around the room to look for what the most expensive thing in this room is. Is that another investigation check?
No, that's more me, the DM, trying to think of like a really expensive thing you'd find. Because I assume you want to like bludgeon her with it, right?
No, I'm just gonna bludgeon the thing.
What thing?
The
Expensive thing. Are you paying
Oh,
attention?
I'm a dumbass. Okay. So, there's a very fancy sculpture of a cactus.
Call me Cactus Jack because that thing is breaking down.
Alright. So, what?
I'm just gonna throw a punch right to where, like, the kind of branches of the cactus
You're gonna
are.
punch a cactus?
A statue of a cactus.
Oh.
Yeah.
Roll me an attack. You
What was it?
try to punch the...
11.
It was an 11. With that 11, you try to punch the cactus. Your hand, or your knuckle kind of just bounces off the metallic make of the statue.
I'm gonna try punching it again.
Okay.
15.
With the 15, you give it a hearty right hook. One of the arms pops off. The woman under the desk is like, no, not the cactus.
Lead me to archaeology, and the other arm of the cactus stays.
I mean, take the elevator. There should be a button for archaeology now that the power's up. You go down there, go to necromancy. That's where you'll find the brain in a jar.
And Johnson?
What about him?
He's a dick.
Oh my god.
Where can I find him?
Johnson works in necromancy. I thought that was kind of obvious.
Elagos is gonna go over to Spitzy person and ask, those robot crab-like creatures that were released onto the town over the desert, those your designs?
Mitzi nervously looks around. After a good 10-second pause, she's like, yep. She is very, very sweaty.
Are her knees weak?
Are arms heavy?
Possibly you can't tell because she's still under the desk in a fetal position.
Is there a plate of spaghetti around here?
There is not a plate of spaghetti on her desk.
Aside from the ones in the warehouse that are no longer in existence, are there any other automata here?
Mitzi strokes her chin for a hot second. It's like, well, I mean, there are a couple upstairs that act like librarians.
And Elagos takes the black prints from the other room. And these are the only schematics for the designs, correct?
Well, I mean, if we're gonna be technical, the retriever and the robot crabs you dealt with are not the exact same.
The schematics in the room where these were acquired. Are there any copies?
Mitzi looks extra sweaty and nervous. It's like, no.
You're gonna walk out of here, and if I ever see your designs walking around, killing civilians again, I will turn you into a pile of ashes. Do you understand?
Roll me intimidation with advantage.
Alright. Oh, that's a 10. That's not great.
Oh, damn.
Well, the alternative was a nat 1, so...
Mitzi doesn't seem all too phased by the threat of immolation. It's like, I mean, to be quite frank, bud, this isn't the first time I've been threatened with death.
Make it the last.
Yeah, that being said, we like the design. We like that it can catch and eat demons. Honestly, this design's pretty good. The crab thing, though, no more. We don't want any more crabs. You've given us enough crabs.
To be quite frank, the retriever plans, we didn't really make those. The drow who commissioned them just kind of gave them to us. I didn't really talk to him. According to the big boss man upstairs, the guy was a quote, a rather ostentatious arachnophile, whatever the fuck those words mean.
It means he loves
He
spiders.
fucks spiders.
Oh, that makes sense.
It means he's Loathsworn.
Oh, that makes sense. I had a
I
feeling.
say, not knowing if Elagos would actually know that.
He might.
Either way, Mitzi doesn't know what seems to buy whatever bullshit you might be spewing.
One last thing. You're the department head here, correct?
Bingo.
We were told that in order to get to the higher floors, we need a card from a department head.
You have been given correct information.
You're going to give us that card, or you'll suffer the same fate that happened to Jackie Jan.
Murdered by robots?
Rolling a 10 on intimidation.
Not to be a complete smartass, but like, I don't think any of you have the know-how to make a brain in a jar.
You don't think I know how to make a brain in a jar? And then I will just...
How do you do it? How do you do it, big boy?
Owl swings his sword at the cactus in anger.
Roll an attack. That better not be my cactus. And she hears like the
Oh my god!
That's a nat 20.
That's a nat 20.
With the nat 20, you cleave the cactus in twain. as the two halves of the metallic cactus statue kind of just fall to the floor. No, my cactus! Why are you taking out your anger on the cactus?
Hurry, someone get a jar.
Can we have the key card, please?
At this point, the mechanical sheep goes from being generally, like, placid to kind of, like... It starts gurring and barking. Or growling, fuck. Words are hard. What does the party do?
Can we have the key card?
The boss man told me to not really give this up, but, like, given your...
Boss man isn't here right now. We are.
I'm aware. And on top of that, given your immense aggression towards cactus statues, I imagine that that'll be me? Correct?
Yes or no?
Yes.
No, not you. Give us the give us the card.
Alright, fine. Mitzi claps her hands. The mechanical Sheba, like, part of the mechanical Sheba's body opens up and a little robot hand presents a little, like, light green rock. It's like, alright, here's the keystone you need to get upstairs.
Thank you.
Can I roll insight to make sure this is correct? This is what we need?
Yes.
Alright. I got a 17.
With that 17, yeah, she's telling the truth.
She might be lying, everyone.
Is there another cactus statue?
On the opposite side of the room, it's not a statue of a cactus. It is a statue of...
The man who made the cactus statue.
No, it's a big statue of a purple worm.
Is the purple worm holding your cactus?
I don't think it has hands.
There's a very tiny cactus kind of like attached to somewhere on the purple worm's body.
Alright, Elgos is gonna make a finger guns gesture towards it and just say, "If we have to come back here because you gave us the wrong key."
Arthos, what are you doing to that purple worm?
I was gonna take it as a quote-unquote hostage.
Yeah, that works.
You better not be lying to us, or this is the last you'll see.
Arthos, please describe to me how you take the statue hostage. Like,
I pocket it.
Yeah, I mean,
put it in my bag.
it's not gonna fight back. I assume you just
Yeah.
take it.
We're also taking this bottle of aloe vera hostage. If you want it back, you better be telling the truth.
I mean, the aloe.
And this
I'm not.
15 gold, we're also taking that hostage.
No, that was my lunch money.
15 gold, jeez.
Well, consider your lunch hostage.
No.
Very
Well, that's
expensive
an
lunch.
expensive lunch. Jesus Christ.
It is a very expensive lunch.
Alright, let's leave before I change my mind and kill her. Gut her like a pig.
Arthos, are you gonna take the worm statue with you or no?
Yes. It's.
Roll me athletics
Oh no, I'm at disadvantage.
Athletics.
to pick it up.
11.
You're not able to pick it up. The statue's pretty big. It's like 4 feet in because it's basically the worm kind of like coiled up. It's 4 feet in circumference and probably like 5 feet tall. And it's all
Jesus.
it's big.
I didn't realize it was that
Purple
big.
worms are huge.
I know, but
It's a statue!
Yeah.
Big ass statue.
Oh my god. Arthos!
Then we'll just take the other stuff as compensation.
Arthos, if you can't take the whole statue, just smash off a piece and take that.
I will break off the cactus part of the worm and take that.
All right, you do that. Roll me an attack to like break it off.
Nat 1.
Oh no!
He just smashes the whole statue by mistake.
You know what? That's better than I would have come up with. Yeah.
He breaks the cactus part off, like, with such grace and finesse, and then the rest of the statue turns into a fine powder.
It just crumbles. It was almost as though the cactus was like the thing that tied the whole statue together.
If you want this cactus back.
Well, now I don't want it. It's just a pile of dust.
It did really tie the room together.
It did. You know, it somehow it's like brazen finish complemented the graffiti really well.
I leave.
I'm out of here.
We've done enough.
Yeah.
As the party goes to make their way out of Mitzi's office, another wild magic storm happens. It's clearly visible from like the windows behind the desk,
The bay windows?
the bay windows.
Ah.
Do you guys watch it, or do you just see like multicolored lightning strike?
I will watch
I'm gonna
it.
watch it. Yeah.
Yeah. I want to see the bayhem.
All right, so multicolored lightning strikes the ground. The following things happen. Some of the fulgurite spires that are around the castle, you watch as they kind of like pick themselves off out of the ground and skitter off like bugs. A giant humanoid eyeball just kind of grows out of the sand, and it starts just looking around.
Wait, so like that scene in It when they get Chinese food and then they open a fortune cookie in the eye?
Kind of on a much bigger scale.
Okay.
And then the eyeball immediately gets irritated as all the sand from the desert gets in its eye.
Yes. The sand goes from the eye goes from like white to like bloodshot because of all the sand. It's coarse and rough. What else? A cluster of cacti. They all sprout bird wings and fly.
These are real cacti now, right?
Actual cacti grow bird wings and fly. And then lastly,
They fly now.
Right, fly.
out of the ground, a giant like a glacier just kind of pops out of the ground, and then out from the glacier, lava begins to pour out. And despite lava pouring out of the glacier, it doesn't.
Mitzi, what is your boss doing upstairs?
She looks real fucking nervous. It's like, I wasn't really told to tell people anything.
Elagos is going to hold up the tiny cactus.
No!
If you weren't told to tell people, then that means that you are allowed to tell us.
What?
I don't.
Just ignore him.
If she wasn't told to tell people, that means she wasn't
So
told
yes,
not
Mitzi,
to.
continue your train of thought, please.
Thank you, sir. So I wasn't given a whole lot of details. Karaba told me to build some kind of like magic gate. He didn't really tell me anything else beyond that. Outside of describing as important cosmic affairs, whatever that means, or whatever that would entail.
Uh-huh.
How did the spiders factor into this?
That was the retriever.
Yeah.
That's just another thing we were doing.
And the crabs?
We can handle more than one project. As she points to the timeline where, despite all these projects there, none of them are even close to done.
Seems like you spread yourselves too thin. You should have all focused on Jackie Jandroid.
I mean, Jackie Jandroid is by far the most complete of the bunch. We just have to make ourselves a helm holder. That's not that hard to do.
I mean, I appreciate you guys' attempt at, like, agile and scrum methodology, but I think you would be better off with Kanban.
Would Elagos know what's like agile is?
I don't know, would he?
He briefly worked as a developer.
Very briefly.
If he knows who Loth is, he probably knows who Scrum is.
That's...
Scrum, the spider goddess.
Scrum is
She's very agile.
Scrum is the drow goddess of organization.
And Kanban, the orc god of cactuses. Alright, I leave.
Alright.
I'm leaving as well.
Okay, let's head
Before I
out.
leave, I go to Mitzi and, like, this device that he's using, how do we fuck it up?
Like a cactus. Let's go.
Pour gold into it.
What? No, I don't think that would work. Honestly, I barely know how it works. The entire construction process was just Mitzi built the thing, and then he never told me what each part did. It was like,
If you built it, you should know what breaks it.
He never told you what each part did, but you know at least what some of the parts are.
I mean, given its hackneyed semi-piecemeal construction, because he made me build it like in like chunks. So if you like physically break it, that should be fine. Beyond that, I don't fucking know.
Are we still talking about Jackie Jandroid?
No, we're talking about a gateway.
Oh.
Enough talk. Let's go.
And now we're finished. All right, let's bounce.
As we close the door behind us and like enter the hallway, I'm going to knock off the door handle with my sword so she can't leave the room.
Make me an attack roll.
All right. I got a 16.
Yep, you break off the door handle.
Oh, jeez. Oops, I slipped.
Did you break off the door handle?
We
At
gotta
that
get
moment.
going.
Didn't we break down the door before?
Yes.
So I guess I just hit the door. I put the door back in to the thing. I think I fixed the door. And then I knocked the handle off.
It sounds like you broke off the handle.
I mean, it's still not attached to its hinges. A light breeze will knock it over
All right.
again.
At that point, Roth is just gonna use Ray of Frost around the edges of the door to just freeze it together so it stays there.
Why?
Because he can.
Why not?
And then I leave.
All right. As the party makes their way out of the general vicinity of Mitzi's office, the party hears the sound of ice cracking as the door falls down, and the party hears the Mitzi faintly shout, "God fucking damn it!"
Thok, can you hold out your hands for a little bit? You like touching people, right?
I mean,
What is going on here? Can we please just go to the next place?
I squeeze some aloe into his hands and say, just rub that on his back, please.
okay then.
And then I get into the elevator.
All right. So, Ander, Tuck just kind of walks up to you without even acknowledging you. She just starts rubbing your back with aloe.
Is your shirt still on?
Yes.
Your Tuck just kind of puts his hand under your shirt and rubs your back. Tuck does it in the most awkward way possible.
So much worse than what I thought was gonna happen.
What did you think was gonna
That
happen?
one feels really cold.
Rub it on the shirt.
No.
What the? What? Tuck that. Oh, that feels really good.
I don't like anything about this situation.
I was told to rub this onto your back.
Yeah, what is that?
I don't know. Ask Owl.
It's some aloe vera. It should help with the sunburn.
I mean, my skin was already peeling, but I guess it feels nice.
And I thought you might just want some physical contact with another living being.
Jesus.
Oh, I'll show you physical contact as I try to punch him, but I'm purposely trying to miss. Also,
Owl is in the elevator, right?
Yeah.
Is Ander in the elevator?
I kind of assumed that everyone was in the elevator at this point.
Okay.
So you're trying to miss me with a punch.
yes.
Roll me an attack with disadvantage.
That still hits me.
Yeah,
What did
so
you-
I'm
what
taking
did
the
you roll?
19 and the 21. The 19 still hits. I assume you pull this punch as hard as you can, right?
Yes.
Alright, Owl, you take a single point of bludgeoning damage.
Ow! Why did you do that? I was getting someone to rub your back for you.
Elagos is then going to slap Ander because he didn't call corners before hitting someone in an elevator.
That's the rules.
This was the one nice thing I did probably in the last 5 years, and then I got punched for it. Alright. Alright.
I will remember that.
So, Jandy, you seem pretty
So
okay.
Oh, sorry.
You seem pretty.
Yeah. That's the end of my statement. No, you seem pretty upset about this Jackie Jandroid. Do you know this guy?
Jackie Jan was my master at the temple.
You were a slave? What was the relationship?
I was a monk. The temple got burned down, I'm assuming by these androids. I don't actually know what burned the temple. I woke up the next morning, walked up the stairs to where the temple was, and then there was no temple, instead a bunch of dead bodies. And then my master Jackie Jam was missing by that time, and well, I finally now know what happened to her.
Wanna go grab her brain?
Can we just establish, because we've used both pronouns now, which one applies to Jackie Jan?
Her.
Thank you.
We could possibly recruit the android, Jandroid. Do you not think?
That's something I never thought of. I was just in a fit of rage over what they've done to my master.
We were there when the cactus was broken.
It seems like it might be an upgrade. If Jackie Jan, if she couldn't even take down a horde of robots, this might be good for her. She might be able to take down a horde of robots now.
Perhaps.
Nothing a little necromancy and some technomancy can't fix.
I'm gonna hit the whatever button she told us to hit.
Arcanology.
I'm assuming we hit that already, that we just weren't standing in an open elevator.
Oh, I thought we were just standing
Well, if
in
there's
the
anything we
elevator.
heard from last episode, it's that you can assume nothing in this campaign.
Low key, I wasn't sure if you all gonna just go up top or go to Arcanology. So,
We have closure to fill.
okay. I mean, I'm fine with either. I have prepared for both possibilities.
We have clothes to fill?
Talk Thought definitely agrees with that statement.
Disgusting.
Hey, it's my line.
All right, so party presses the Arcanology button. Elevator kind of goes down. The party passes as the elevator descends. The party passes by the gallery, and once they pass that, they get to the level beneath. Door is open. There's a large set of almost like basically a set of like biomechanical doors, and above them there's a sign that says like Arcanology.
The fleshy doors?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Well, have we wandered into H.R. Geiger's dreamland?
Yeah.
Wait, there's someone named Gaga who works at HR here?
Apparently he's not doing his job very well.
Well, I guess we should just poke this fleshy thing and see what happens, right?
There isn't a traditional doorknob. There is just like a fleshy like bulb. And do you poke it?
Talk Thought, you like poking things, right?
That is a correct statement, as it is a way for me to satisfy my tactile curiosity.
I squirt a little more aloe vera into his hands and say, poke that thing.
Oh my god.
Takta looks at the owls like
I do not think the store requires aloe.
as Takta just pokes the nodule, and as he does, the little bulbs kind of shrinks into the door, and then the door just kind of like slides open. The party notices that like the door leaves like a trail of mucus on the floor.
I don't like this.
I take care to step over the mucus and not touch
All right, so as the party walks in, it's very dimly lit room. There's a desk, kind of like directly across the way. At the desk is a kobold is seated, kind of as with the door. The entirety of this room is just kind of like gross biomechanical HR Giger-esque shit. And from the central hub, various other like corridors branch off, each of which is labeled after like one of the schools of magic. So there's abjuration, conjuration, divination, etc. As the party makes their way down, the kobold at the desk is like, "Hey, what are you doing?"
I walk up, still in kobold form from earlier, and say, we're just going to necromancy.
What are you gonna do there?
Necromancy.
We're here to help with the Jackie Jandroid project.
Hey, shut up! You don't talk to me, and you don't talk to my friend here. But yeah, we're gonna go talk to Jackie Jan, as he said. Don't worry about the human. He's a little emotional, because he saw a cactus get smashed.
It's an unfortunate thing to bear witness to. So, I don't think, like, I remember being told that we would need more people to help out with that, but, like, I mean, I will roll me deception. or persuasion, whichever one. Like, are you trying to persuade the guy or just fucking lie?
I guess I'd just persuade him because I did just say we were only just gonna go visit Jackie Jan. Like, I didn't say we were gonna go for a specific reason.
Okay, so yeah, roll a persuasion then.
It's the same modifier either way, but all right. I got a nat 20, so
Oh my
20,
God.
29. Good rolls for me today.
All right, so Kobold will sit over a little bit. It's like, all right, yeah, you guys are good. Just go in. Please don't break anything.
Especially not any more cactuses, am I right?
The Kobold reaches out to Owl for a fist bump. Is like, yeah, you get it.
I fist bump him.
The Kobold looks especially delighted that you reciprocated the fist bump.
Yeah, it's the kobold way. All right, we got people to see. We got Jandroids to, I don't know, let's interact with. Thanks for the help.
No problem, bud.
All right, you lot over here, go on down to necromancy.
As I motion the party with like a wave of the hand.
Yeah, I'll move towards it.
I continue on my way to necromancy.
Yep.
All right, so as the party continues their way down this gross Giger-esque hallway, again, it's dimly lit. One thing that the party notices is that, like, you know how like the normal sound that like footfall makes onto a floor.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like you're walking in like a puddle. Like the floor is clearly kind of moist. Oh.
Oh. What's going on here?
Sounds like someone applying aloe vera to a sunburnt back.
Takta.
Did somebody say aloe vera?
Oh my god.
So is it like a door? Is it like a where's this necromancy department?
So after walking down a short hallway, there is not a traditional door. There's like basically a giant sphincter.
There's basically not a basically.
You can tell the powers of me like trying to parse thoughts. I'm not a smart man, but yeah, basically a giant like sphincter door. You guys just like waltz on in. What's the plan?
How do I waltz into this?
Gotta find it out.
I said, kid Takta lead the way again. It might need some aloe vera on it.
All right, Takta tries to analyze the sphincter door.
Anal eyes.
Sphincters are not restricted to the anus.
Okay.
But this one is.
You don't know for sure.
Takta, what's your take on this asshole?
Well, it is indeed wet, as is the rest of this place.
Oh.
It seems extra wet compared to the floor.
I mean, I guess so.
Takta's gonna attempt to investigate the sphincter door. Oh god. Takta rolled the nat 20.
Oh no.
This is a stellar session.
Takta rubs his head like,
I am familiar with the internal anatomy of various organisms. Therefore, I can figure out how to open this door.
what Takta does is kind of goes up to the side of the sphincter door, and I'm trying to find a way to describe how he figures out how to open up this door in a way that doesn't sound weird or too explicitly weird.
It's already past that point.
Yeah, the
Marcus.
weirder the better.
All right.
Oh no.
So Takta begins to massage the right and left sides of the sphincter door, which caused the sphincter to loosen, and it just opens up.
Oh my god.
Was he trying to do that to you earlier, Elagos?
You told me to go. You all told me to go weird. I went fucking weird. It was like I know I have a penchant for weird fucking shit.
You made this door.
Yeah.
I wanted to maintain the biomechanical aesthetic, and I'm like, oh, that'd be a fun idea.
Ass
Of
door.
a butthole door?
All right,
Let's go in the asshole door.
all right.
I guess you could say we're going through the back
Oh
door.
my god, just
All right. So the party walks in. They see the following things. Again, the room is still dimly lit. There are several kobolds hard at work around a magic circle. In the middle of the magic circle, there is a large humanoid body, and kind of behind the circle of kobolds, there's a floating creature. I think Elagos, you're the only person with dark vision, right?
Probably.
Yeah, you are. So, Elagos, what you use, like, the rest of the party, because of how the place is lit, you can't see necessarily, you just see, like, the outline of a figure. Elagos, you see that it is basically like a tiny mind flayer. A gnome-sized mind flayer. You see that the tiny mind flayer is kind of, like, pointing at various parts of the circle and the body, and you can't see what it's saying. Additionally, the shelves of this room are kind of like, what else? Room is circular, shelves are aligned, no, walls are lined with shelves. What does the party do?
You said magic circle, so I want to roll on it. Can I, like, roll Arcana to see what it is?
Go ahead.
I rolled a 19.
Alright, so with that 19, you see the, this is the magic circle that's just the large cadaver that they have in the circle. The circle itself is meant to kind of, like, animate that.
Okay. Is this the Jackie Jandroid?
You don't know. It is just the body of a large humanoid.
Hey Jander, is that Jackie Jan's body over there? Inside that magic circle?
Jander, that is 100% not Jackie Jan.
So, Rolf, I don't think if you remember, but Mitzi said that they beat Jan to a bloody pulp. So that's not her body.
Okay.
I walk over to the kobolds.
Working harder, hardly working, you sons of bitches.
As you approach, you now see the tiny mind flayer, or like the gnome-sized mind flayer, who's just kind of levitating. The mind flayer gives you like a deathly stare and speaks telepathically with you.
What are you doing? Why are you trying to interfere with our work?
Hardly working, it sounds like. We're just here.
This is all telepathically.
We're just here. We were told we got some clearance from Mitzi to go, check in on Jackie Jandroid. We got some prospective buyers.
And I gesture to the people behind us.
Who are willing to pay, let's just say a pretty penny to, acquire this guy.
The tiny mind flayer strokes changes like,
I'm surprised that Missy did not inform me of this. To be quite frank, we had no intention of peddling off the Jandroid. Perhaps later down the line we would look into the possible venture of monetizing these sorts of constructs. This is more of a thing we could do just for shits and giggles. And Johnson is a rather interesting fellow.
My take on this is, if someone's willing to pay money for it, you never don't hear him out. So, word got around. I guess Mitzi was apparently spreading some gossip about Jackie Jandroid. And then, I don't know, some people seem interested in checking out what we got. So I figured I'd show them out. Maybe they don't want Jackie Jandroid, but maybe we can sign them up for a few later down the road.
Now, little kobold, if you do not mind, what sort of...
as the mindful does like air quotes,
gossip has Mitzi been spreading around?
Well, you know Mitzi, she can't keep her mouth shut. She's telling, apparently she talked about some burnt down monastery, some monk that kind of came in, got just smashed to a pulp. I mean, word travels fast when you talk about dead monks, right?
This is a concept that is new to me, but as it is, I am not particularly familiar with the goings-on of the surface world.
As the mind flayer says this, it kind of turns around to a shelf behind it. It pulls out what looks like a smoothie, and then just slurps the smoothie. The smoothie has like a bit like one of those like really like crazy straws too.
What are you drinking there? What is that?
Can you not see it as a smoothie?
Of course I can see it. I mean, what flavor smoothie you got?
It's not a flavor that you would particularly enjoy.
That just seems... You don't know me. You don't know what flavors I like.
Now, humor me, little kobold. Does the consumption of humanoid brain satisfy your appetite?
Oh, Arthos! It sounds like we might have something you want to drink.
And what makes you say that?
True, I wouldn't know that.
Run with it, my dude.
Actually, I think you did mention that in episode...
I honestly
two,
thought
if I
that was an
remember correctly.
insult, just saying that he needed more brains, but...
Same.
No, I don't think I said I fed another person. Also, I did not feast on that other person.
You mentioned you drank blood. I'm pretty sure.
So just listening to this conversation about like smoothies and possible.
You aren't listening to it. It was
yes,
telepathic.
Ben.
Oh.
This is like
Please,
the
for the
10th
love of
telepath issue
God.
of like characters are speaking in language A. Character who does not know language A intervenes. Like, oh my god.
Either way, I'm gonna play it like Arthos has at least revealed to us he's meant to drink blood. So I'll say basically what I said. Arthos, there might be something you're interested in drinking.
And I will still say, aye, and what makes you think of that?
Well, you drank blood before, right? You said you like drinking blood? This is pretty much like thicker blood.
It is not like that at all, but please humor me.
It's rude to turn down an offering from a guest, Arthur, so please just take a sip.
Are you saying this in common?
Yes.
As you say this, the elephant just blurts aloud.
I did not offer such a sampling of my sustenance.
That's rude to not offer a beverage to a potential buyer.
Aye, you should be
A lot of
a
rudeness.
potential buyer here.
Just a sip, just a sip.
Here's the thing, I would rather not relinquish even a morsel of my delightful cerebral smoothie. However,
The elephant then kind of claps as a couple zombie butlers walk in, where they have like, despite like, zombies kind of like shamble about. The zombie butlers are they're all holding little like serving trays, and despite how the zombies are like flailing about, the tray is perfectly level.
if you would care for a sampling of, say, water or some other beverage, these fine individuals will be able to service you accordingly.
What about a sample of Jackie Jandroid's capabilities? You think you can wake her up and demonstrate some of her potential combat prowess?
To be quite frank, I would love to, but we do not have a necessary body for the brain in a jar at this point. And some Mitzi was supposed to be making that within a fortnight.
I will relay that to the group. There's not a potential body for Jackie Jan. I'll specifically tell that to Jander.
That last bit, the last bit was outright just said in common, by the way.
I still will relay it.
Okay.
Where's Jonathan?
Johnson.
Johnson, yeah, sorry.
Johnson said he had to step out for a bit. I'm not entirely sure why. Something about a bathroom break. I don't know what that would mean for you surface dwellers.
Wait, so you don't got a body for Jackie Jandroid? Who's this floating in the midair?
Well, see, that was a party. Given how some of the outsiders had to make your way across the Badlands to get here, I'm sure at some point you saw one of the various desert ogres lurking about, did you not?
Yeah, we did.
Well, see, this is merely a body of one of them, one of their ilk.
What kind of body would we need?
To be quite frank, as is the brain in a jar was intended to be housed within that of a helmed horror. However, as is, Jackie Jander's brain, or Jackie Jan's brain, does have some modicum of mobility. It can kind of have a little bit. It's not entirely agile, given, brain in a jar.
So, what does the party think?
In the presence of the illithid, mind flayer thing, I don't wanna, say we're here to kill that other person, or at least shake him down on Jander's behalf, but, maybe,
Yeah, where is the bathroom, by the way? I kinda need to take a shit.
I have been told it is out the door over there, and to the left.
Alright, everyone, let's go take a quick shit.
Thank you very much. And I'm just gonna...
I should go too.
Huh?
Are all you delightful guests going to take a party break, as the surface dwellers call it?
Yes.
Yes, this is how that works.
Ah, interesting.
The party watches as the illithid takes out a little notepad and is like,
Party breaks are a communal activity that they do.
and then puts the little notepad underneath its cloak.
Alright, we'll see ya.
And then I just kind of leave through the butthole.
same.
I'm gonna leave out the door and to the left.
Well, yeah. Once we, as we kind of get away from this group, I'm gonna kind of try to get the party into a huddle, and say,
Now, I think we should kill Johnson, take the brain out of his body, and put Jackie Chan's brain in that. Thoughts?
There was a reanimation circle inside of that other room. If I could...
So you're saying kill Johnson, take Johnson's brain, put it in the jar, take Jackie Jane's brain, put it in Johnson, and then reanimate Johnson.
Yeah, that could work.
Rod's an expert in dying and life, I guess, because he died and came back. And Johnson's clearly kind of a dick. He killed, he did something weird to Jackie Jan, so it's no big loss if we kill him, right?
It was, as a refresher to you all, it was Johnson's idea to put Jackie Jan's brain in a jar.
Yeah, so let's all head into the bathroom. He's taking a shit. We can just go in there, take a shit, if you need to, but also kill him.
All right, yeah.
You know what?
This seems... Yeah, you might be getting your master back.
I don't know if that will work, but it's worth a try.
So yeah, the party makes their way into the bathroom.
Oh, boy, I got a shit.
Oh, you too, bud? As the voice shouts out from one of the stalls.
Yeah, I've been holding in this bad boy all day, ready to just sit down and let loose.
Well, don't fucking tell me about it. Just go take a shit then.
If you don't want, you didn't. Okay, you're just being annoying now.
So
What stall are you in, by the way?
can I figure out which stall?
The bathroom has 4 stalls. The one that is third from the entranceway is where this voice is coming from. Jesus Christ.
Do we even know what this guy is?
You don't know who this person is. It's just a guy.
Based on the sound of your voice and the smell of your shit, is that Johnson in there?
Oh God, fuck! How'd you know, son of a bitch?
Oh yeah, I know that smell anywhere.
I thought I did a better job, like cutting down on the burritos, but I guess not.
Anyway, I won't let you. It sounds like you got a mighty struggle going on in there. I don't want to distract you any longer. It seems like a life and death situation in there. You catch my drift.
Yeah, it's been kind of a rough day at times. At times it feels like, oh God, all my organs are just gonna fall out of my asshole.
Yeah, that'd be weird if it happened.
Oh, I know, it'd be so weird if I like fucking died on the toilet, right? That'd be so fucked up.
As soon as he says that, I'm gonna bust down the stall and try to kill him.
Oh my God. Okay, so Ander, you bust. Okay, roll me an attack to bust down the door.
Oh no!
Oh my god.
That is that one.
All right, so Jackie Jan, how do you break down the door? Do you try to like kick it?
I'm dead?
What?
No.
where did you?
You said Jackie J?
I asked how you were like breaking down the door.
I was gonna try and like shoulder tackle it.
Okay, so here's what happens. You try to shoulder check the door. However, because the floor of this whole fucking lab is kind of gross and slimy, you just kind of slip and fall, taking... Where are my dice? There are my dice. You take 8 bludgeoning damage as you smack your face on the floor.
As he looks up, does he see Johnson under the stall door?
Yes, under the stall door, you do see kind of like you see a lanky drow, just kind of like on the toilet. He looks down. He's like, "Hey, yo, bud, what the fuck you looking at? This ain't no fucking peep show."
Oh my god.
I apologize. I must have slipped.
Oh my god, that was so embarrassing. I hope you.
Oh, you better watch your fucking step, bud.
So Elagos is going to wait for Johnson to come out of the stall before he tries to make
That
his
might be a
move.
while.
We can wait.
Elagos is a patient man.
I'm gonna go into the last stall, like, so the one to the Johnson's right.
Yep.
And I'm going to try to find where the glory hole is and shove my sword through it and stab him.
You try to find a glory hole. You don't find a glory hole. You're presumably let down by the lack of a glory hole.
I had a feeling there might not be one.
Goddamn, this episode took us such a weird direction. Partially by my hand, partially because of shenanigans.
So I'm kind of planning on jumping this guy once he gets out of the stall, where I'm assuming Elagos is kind of standing closer to the entrance and I'm standing past where the stall is.
Is there a lock on the bathroom door that I can lock?
What?
He wants to lock the exterior bathroom door.
I thought you meant like an exterior lock on the stall.
No, I know what Crowley meant.
Oh wait, actually, do I still have the stuff from my ventures down in the janitorial shit? I don't think I ever gave that up.
Yeah, I was gonna. I don't think you ever relinquished your janitorial equipment.
Is there out of order under janitorial maintenance kind of thing I can put on the door so that people think it's under whatever the fuck it is?
You look around and you just see that there's one of those out of order signs on the ground. You can just slip that shit outside. All right, yep, you slip it outside.
All right. So let me know when this dude comes out.
Yeah. So what's the plan of attack for this individual when he? Is it just a full-on party ambush?
No, I've got a plan. I'm gonna wait.
What about you, Roth?
I'm just seeing Jander on the floor trying to peek, someone looking for a glory hole, and Elagos just Scooby-Doo waiting around the side. So I'm just gonna stand by the door and watch.
I'm gonna get up and kind of walk past all the stalls and kind of wait for him to get out of the stall so he can really only go towards the bathroom door where Elagos is waiting.
I'm waiting right outside the stall.
Oh, okay.
I was just actually going to take it.
Okay, so Taka takes a similar position against the wall with Roth, just kind of waiting to see how this all unfolds. A few minutes go by. The toilet flushes or whatever. Johnson walks out of the bathroom. That was a mighty fucking shit. As he's suddenly surrounded by many individuals.
Make sure to wash your hands.
Johnson raised his hands okay, but I was gonna wash my hands. I ain't some kind of degenerate. As he sheepishly goes over to the weird, gross sink.
As he bends down to turn the water on, I'm going to take the hempen rope that's in my sack and use it as a garrote.
Alright, so yeah, roll me athletics with advantage to garrote this man.
Advantage, that's a 26. Thank you, Belt of Giant Strength.
I forgot you had that. Alright, so yeah, Johnson rolled a 13, so you just sneak behind him and just... The man is garroted. Are you trying to choke him out with it, or just
Yeah, I'm just saying try not to struggle if you can. I want to keep your neck intact.
Okay, boss. Whatever you need.
Shouldn't we kill him?
I think he's in the process of killing.
What do you want with me? What I do?
Andrew, this is a perfect time to speak up for your character. Andrew, he just said,
Okay.
"What did I do?" As he's being choked out.
You know exactly what you did.
I mean, what? I've done a lot of things here. I work necromancy. I raise bodies. What? Are you mad that I
Got a lot of air in your lungs.
Oh yeah. What about it?
So when your people decided to take out that temple, you missed one. And I'm gonna grab my hand by the back of his head and just plunge it into the sink, trying to kind of waterboard him.
That's not what waterboarding
But
is.
you kind of drown him.
I think you're just drowning him.
I know what you mean. But it's not waterboarding. You're trying to dunk him in the sink.
Yes.
Alright.
Alright, so he's gone to not being able to breathe to not being able to breathe, but now there's water involved.
Double not being able to breathe. So Johnson is just kind of a bubbling. How long do you keep him down?
Enough.
Enough to kill him?
Morgan, that doesn't help me.
I'll keep him down for
Yeah.
2 minutes.
So he's dead.
So he's dead.
He's gonna fucking die.
That's kind of the.
I mean, we came here with the explicit purpose
Yeah.
to shit and kill.
Okay, so yeah, Johnson struggles a lot, and as the 2 minutes go by, his struggles begin to kind of slow down. The bubbles coming out of the thing of him gasping for air kind of slowly stop as after about 2 minutes or however long it would take to choke a man out, the body goes limp.
I'm gonna yank his head out of the sink.
You hear our wolf finally flush the toilet and leave the stall and say, "So, you guys deal with Johnson? Oh my god! Oh god!"
It's been handled.
Well, that was horrifying.
Shut up, Taktha. Alright, so why don't we go...
I don't need your sass, sir.
Elagos is gonna pull out his scimitar. Somebody with a steadier hand wanna try this part?
Oh, this is extracting the brain, isn't it?
That'd probably be dexterity, right? Like, that skill would be applicable.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so
I do have a
I'm
plus
gonna
7 in medicine, though.
That probably is a good skill.
Yeah, what I was gonna say is 2 things. I'm gonna need a medicine check, and I guess it would be dexterity or sleight of hand.
I'd probably say dexterity, because sleight of hand
Yeah,
seemed like it's more tricky. I feel like this is just like a measure of steadiness and precision.
All right, so yeah, for whoever's gonna try and like cut the head open, dexterity, and then whoever's gonna be like giving instructions, roll me medicine.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot.
Hang on. Do we have like a vessel, like a jar, to put this in the
The
interim?
brain?
I don't
Yeah.
think so.
I mean, we can just use the sink.
We don't really need to preserve his brain,
Yeah,
right?
it's not important.
I mean, that's fair.
I think we can just make some smoothies or something,
Oh,
right?
we could bribe the mind
That's
flayer.
not a bad idea. Give it to the Illithid and destroy the evidence.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that. Well, let's get this brain out before we decide on what to do with it.
This episode has been really fucked up. I just want to say.
Yeah, right?
Oh, I know it's.
And somehow the worst part is still Taktha massaging an asshole.
Yeah, I don't know why this episode went in such a like not only a weird direction that was like entirely on me, but it also just got really fucking dark.
Yup.
We're trying to resurrect a potential ally. It's a very dark way.
Roll dexterity. Jander.
Alright,
Please don't nat one.
20.
With almost surgical precision, you cut the head open. We're not gonna think about the logistics behind having to cut the skull cap open. You break it open. It's open. There's now just exposed brain.
For someone who was blackout drunk a few hours ago, you're doing pretty well, Jander.
I forgot I was blackout.
That's the whole point of it.
And then, am I supposed to roll medicine to grab the
I
brain
think
out?
Elagos
or-
is doing
I
that.
think
Who's
Elagos.
plucking the brain out?
I can pluck.
I can pluck.
I can pluck.
All right, so
Go for it.
Does Arthos still have the janitorial equipment?
Yeah.
Arthos, can I borrow a pair of vinyl gloves?
I have them in my back pocket in case of emergencies.
Elagos is going to glove up and attempt to extract the gray matter.
Before he does, I put a little aloe vera onto his hands.
Jesus Christ.
Helps the gloves go on. I appreciate that.
So medicine or?
Medicine.
Yep.
Oh no.
That's a 26. I
The
rolled a
rolls.
19.
I don't know how often Elagos would have had to operate on brains in any capacity, but like, given his performance, you would have thought that he was like a high fantasy brain surgeon. That brain, he just instantly just plucks the thing out, make sure to like snip the brain stem, whatever. It's out, perfectly preserved. There's no like major deformity. Yeah, you now have Johnson's brain in your hands.
So am I just gonna hold on to this until we figure out what to do with it, or does somebody have a storage plan?
I hold out my hand and say, "Give me the brain."
I give him the brain.
It's Arthos and the brain.
Wait, I am about to give him a brain, and then I retract it, seeing that he is not wearing proper PPE.
You have my gloves. Give me one.
I want to look around this bathroom and see if there's like a janitorial closet that might have more gloves.
After taking a quick look around the room, given the weird biomechanical nature of this entire fucking area, at a first glance it's kind of hard to see, but like Andrew, you're kind of so oh, there's a door there. It just looks like a rib cage for some fucking reason.
Oh wait, shit, yeah, I just realized Owl probably took a shit into another asshole.
Possibly.
It's like that Cards Against Humanity card, pooping back and forth forever.
Andrew, you do find a fully stocked janitorial closet.
Okay, so
I'm about to.
Finn!
I'm gonna
Please
grab.
just replace that with a giant sensor, please.
Yeah, I was gonna.
I'm gonna grab the glove. If there's like a box of gloves in this closet, I'm just gonna grab that and dole them out to people.
Is there a blender in there by chance?
Harris, can I find a blender in the janitorial
Roll me investigation
closet?
with disadvantage.
Oh my god. No, 3.
There's this janitorial closet is filled to the brim of like everything you would expect in a janitor's closet you would find.
Hey, wait a second. There's a false bottom inside of that closet. Can I roll investigation at disadvantage to see if I can find a blender?
Yes, you can.
It turns out a false bottom was literally just a false butt.
I'll be very upset. Let me find my investigation skill. 25.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
You open the false bottom. Jesus Christ. You open the false bottom. There's a little compartment. There's like
Some dirty magazines.
there's a bunch of like dirty magazines, but they're not of like they're not explicitly lewd. Like, okay, do you remember in Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated how Fred has that like Traps Illustrated magazine? It's that. It's fucking that. It is a magazine that just has schematics for various traps.
Is there also a blender?
There's not a blender.
God damn it! Alright.
I think I need a blender to make a smoothie out of this brain. Ye be mistaken. I would like to attempt to make a smoothie out of the brain using my sword.
That's not how you make a smoothie.
I mean,
Are you trying that? Because I will try to intervene. You cannot chop something up. That is not how you make a smoothie.
Well, I was gonna put it in a jar and then put my sword in.
what jar do we have?
We don't have a jar, and that's not how you make a
Bro,
smoothie
that's
still.
the crux of this little self-made puzzle is how do we like contain this brain?
Why don't we not do that and go to the Illithid, who knows how to make the smoothies, and just maybe he'll just make it himself.
So we're just gonna offload the brain as
It's
is.
a good way to get him out of the room while we reanimate Jackie Jan.
That works.
I guess I will offer the brain. Like, I'll go in first with the brain and tell him to leave the room. I guess we'll talk about this in character.
I'll go in with the brain, tell him I'll give him the brain if he empties out the room for like 30 minutes maybe, and then you guys come in after with the body, because he probably won't be happy if he sees the body himself.
Where's Jander's brain?
It's in his head!
Oh,
It's in
sorry.
my head.
Jackie Jan's brain. You know, I got so confused.
It's in that room!
Alright, let's do this.
Alright, I'll take the brain,
Alright.
and then I'm going to motion for you guys to kind of like get out of the way so they don't see you when they try to leave the room, if they leave the room. So then you can kind of just sneak in when the room empties out. Sound good?
Yeah, sounds good.
Alright, so I quickly, as the party starts to hide, I quickly call over Taktha and say,
Taktha, quickly massage this ass. I need to get back in.
Somebody snip that, please.
Okay.
Taktha does the necessary motions to open the door.
It's probably our most paraphilic episode to date.
Oh, absolutely. Jesus.
yeah, this is...
Alright, get the hell out of here. I'm going in.
You don't have to be so mean.
Alright, I'm gonna go in.
Alright. So you walk in.
So, what the fuck is your name, Illithid?
I am surprised you do not know. Of course, I am Dr. Flagorbin, the proprietor of this archaeological laboratory.
I think I have a proposal that you might find enticing.
Humor me.
You and your kobolds leave the room for, say, 15 to 30 minutes, and I'll give you this brain for you to all feast on in smoothie form. Or at least for you to feast on if they don't like it.
Ooh, what brain? To be quite frank, it's been a while since I've had a proper brain.
Well, you watch as like this elephant's mouth is fucking watering. It's like,
Oh, well, yes, a most delectable brain. All the grey matter is intact. Now, why do you need us to vacate the premises when we're almost on seeing if we can resurrect this ogre?
I just kind of want to get a look around. Do an inspection. make sure everything's going well. And to be frank, I don't feel like I can fully do my job if I got you and these kobolds breathing down my neck.
Now, what sort of... Why would you dare question the efficacy of my archaeological research?
Oh god, I didn't want to bring this up. It's not me, it's Mitzi.
The illithid kind of like rubs its temple.
Now, what did Mitzi do?
Well, to start off, she undermined in this here operation by trying to float the Jackie Jander to potential buyers. That's just to start it off. But she's having doubts about the whole necromancy department. She says you haven't really been producing the expected outcomes, in quotes, is what she phrased it as. And I'm just here to validate it. And I know you're doing a great job, but I got a job of my own to do. I figured, while I do that, you can go eat this brain.
Roll me deception.
I got a 12. My first bad roll of the session.
Well, you're in luck. Dr. Flu also rolled a 12, and the tie goes to you. Dr. Flagorbin looks kind of like,
I have always been a rather distrustful of Mitzi, and to hear that she is questioning my research is abhorrent, to say the least.
Oh, I know. She's, honestly, in my opinion, between you and me and these 3 kobolds who are unnamed, she's gotta go. She's not doing the job she was paid to do. She's just kind of putting up a lot of red tape to stop people like you who know what they're doing from doing what they're doing. It's mind-boggling.
I mean, here's the thing. Despite my distrust and slight disdain of her accomplishments cannot be disregarded.
Alright. Why don't you go, let me do my job. You and the kobolds go on. Here, take the brain. That shouldn't be more than 15-30 minutes. I'm sure there's nothing I need to report to Mitzi. But, I just gotta be thorough.
Now, hold on 1 second.
the illithid shouts various orders to the kobolds. The rest of the kobolds very hastily finish the ritual to resurrect the ogre. There's a bit of like circle glows, a bit of a flash. The ogre wakes up and it starts shambling about. The kobolds are happy. The illithid looks, or Dr. Flu looks to you and was like,
now our task is done. Do whatever sort of inspection you need. I will be right back. First, before I depart, please give me the brain. It's been so long since I had a good one, a fresh one.
Alright, I give him the brain.
as soon as you like hand Dr. Flu the brain, he just kind of floats like out of the room.
Oh yes, yes, delicious brain.
The other kobolds look confused, and they kind of like guide the zombie ogre out of the room. Kind of like how one would like kind of like guide a dog.
Alright, so once they all leave and the room's vacated, I'll go retrieve the party.
Alright, so the room's cleared out. We got the body. We got Jackie Jan's brain. Roth, you do the thing.
Alright, you got it. So, I put the brain inside of the body. Put the scalp back on, I guess, I don't know. Find a nearby stapler and staple the scalp back to the head. And then I'm going to rub my hands together again, Full Metal Alchemist style, and activate the reanimation circle.
Roll me Arca. How familiar would Roth be with like this sort of necromancy?
Anything magically circle based, he's fairly proficient in, because that's all he studied back in like nerd school.
I imagine this entire like mountain adventure must be like a field day for Roth, because like he like all my time focusing on magic circles is now coming to a head.
Yeah.
If it's magic and it's circular, he's got it. Squares? Nah.
All right, roll me an Arcana check.
All right, you got it. Okay. So 15.
Okay, so with the roll of a 15, well, obviously the party finds Jackie Jan's brain. Put the brain in the thing, clap, resurrect the thing, the circle glows. After a little bit, Jackie Jan in Johnson's body kind of like rises up, looks around, and just like, where am I? Jander, Jackie Jan looks at you and is like, wait, who are you?
Thanks for listening to this episode of Good Job Adventures. If you like what you just heard, be sure to let us know by subscribing to the podcast and leaving a review for us. For questions about the cast, business inquiries, or if you sell seashells by the seashore and are sure those shells you sell are surely seashells, contact us at goodjobadventures@gmail.com. For everything else, follow us on Twitter @GJAdventures. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time.